Hey everybody, I want to talk about a product and platform that I absolutely love and our latest sponsor, Interseller, the prospecting and outreach platform of choice for recruiters and sellers. Whether you're doubling down on business development or recruiting talent, Interseller does all the heavy lifting of finding contact data, automating the email and follow-up process, and syncs all that rich data into 20 plus CRM and ATS platforms. Reach out now and get going on a 2-week free trial and let them know you heard about it from Adam on the podcast today. Check out the link on the website. Appreciate it.
Welcome to the podcast, where we introduce you to incredible humans who share their journeys with the mission to inspire you to harness your own inner tenacity to drive your life and career forward. And now, your host, Adam Posner.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 255 of the podcast, my live conversation from Veecon 2023 with the man himself, Gary Vee. So just want to give you a little bit of a backstory here, why this episode is so short. So originally, I was scheduled to chat with Gary on Friday for a proper 10-15 minute interview. Anybody who's at Veecon knows it's a pretty crazy place. And about 2 minutes before my producer, Chris, and I were in the green room getting ready, had all the cameras set up and just doing our final check down. And then I get a text saying that unfortunately, because the entire event was about an hour behind, they had to bump my interview to Saturday. Okay, not a big deal. Packed everything back up. Fast forward to Saturday. We were supposed to chat with Gary at around 4 o'clock, 3:45. They told us he was going to be ready, ran downstairs. And by saying running downstairs, it was a 1.8 million square foot Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. So it took a little bit of time. We finally got down there and we got in queue, kind of like airplanes taxiing on the runway. And then they told us that our 15 minutes was cut down to 5. And as we like to say, we take that what we could get and we make the best of it. So that's what we did. I think we got about 3.5 minutes before they cut us off, but it was fantastic. It was great to chat. I'm excited to share the full gauntlet of Veecon interviews with so many folks that you may know, including Tom Bilyeu, Jesse Pollock from Coinbase, and so many others, Sarah, so many others that you'll really enjoy listening to, videos also. So check this one out, Gary Vee, episode 255. And if you want the full Monty, back 100 episodes ago, check out episode 155 with Gary Vee. And be sure to check out more at thepodcast.com. Check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thepodcast, and full videos from Veecon will be up. I appreciate everyone hanging out and checking it out. Thanks. Real quick, Gary, thank you so much for spending time with us. Real quick story. We did our first interview May 10th, 2021. You know, it came out after that. You said to me, are you getting involved with VeeFriends 1? I go, I have no idea what a wallet is in ETH. That was the biggest regret that I have financially. I took that regret and I flipped it into going deep down the rabbit hole and opening my Web3 recruiting practice.
Good for you.
What have you learned about yourself in the last 3 years through your journey in Web3?
That I need to continue to double down on kind candor. You know, this is a big thing for me. And like when I think about learning, that continues to rear its head, and that, you know, that I need to be careful about my self-confidence, not confusing people on timing. You know, like I just like know how this is going to play out, but every other thing I've ever done before was really behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Like when nobody thought VaynerMedia was going to be anything, there was nobody like involved in it. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like the competitors and potentially the employees, but like now it's like so the masses, and so I need to be thoughtful about that. Because we have about 48 seconds left.
Scooter Braun asked, I love Scooter, I got to meet him yesterday. Scooter Braun asked Jeff Bezos this question: what do you want? What does Gary Vee want? You give so much.
I want to play.
What does that mean?
It means I just want to have the freedom to do what I want to do. Like I just want to wake up and do what I want to do. I want to run my companies. I want to interact with my friends and family. I want to watch the Jets, you know, and the Knicks.
I like your new boy.
You know, and so I'm so pumped about that. You know, exactly. You know, I just want the freedom. What being successful means to me is the freedom to be able to decide what I want to do.
I agree with you, and I've learned that a lot from you. We've known each other for almost a decade. What would you tell my almost 11-year-old daughter, Nina, and my son, Oliver, knowing me, what words of advice would you give them about going out into this world?
I love that. You know, that they're very fortunate to have you as a father. You have an incredibly sweet soul. And that no matter, every kid thinks their parents are corny, and you know, and once they get over that era when they're in their early 20s and they're over like thinking dad's corny, like really sit down and understand the kind parts of him, because if you have them in your DNA and you excel at expressing them, your life will be happier.
I asked you the same question last year, and I want to see how it changed. What do you want everyone out there to walk away from feeling in their hearts?
That things are possible, that kindness is unstoppable and is always the wind, and that at the end of the day, things like curiosity and empathy are requirements to get to a happier place.
I love it. And last but not least, can we finally be WhatsApp friends?
Sure.
Gary, I want to thank you so much for your time, and I got something pretty cool over here.
That's very cool.
You know what that is.
I know what that is.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Wisdom is forever, but for us, it's time to go. Thank you for joining us. Luckily, we'll be back with our next episode soon, jam-packed with more incredible humans. Thank you for listening, subscribing, and sharing. To join the conversation, search the Podcast on LinkedIn. And to catch up on past episodes and more info, please visit www.thepodcast.com.